I guess we should probably talk about how Labour have kind of gotten hacked. It was Russia, everyone. The Kremlin did it. They're after Jeremy Corbyn's resource. Moving on from that, because quite frankly it's laughable. It was a DDoS, probably, maybe. Until we know more information, I guess it's just speculation. Maybe someone clicked on the wrong porn tab. Moving on from that, I first of all want to address the fact that the Conservatives apparently, according to Nigel Farage, maybe you want to believe him or not, that is up to you. He has claimed that Boris Johnson offered him a peerage, and now people are saying he should step away. The Brexit Party should recoil, recede, should hide in a corner, and only go after the seats that don't matter. So basically any held by the Liberal Democrats. I think Labour should be very much afraid, since so many of their constituencies voted leave. And yet some of his own shadow cabinet are quite magnanimous in believing they're going to still be there after December 12th. On the subject of Labour, there is a Labour candidate who is currently fighting for a marginal seat of Filton and Bradley Stoke. This is in Gloucester. It's currently held by Jack Lopresti, who has held the seat since 2010. He holds it with a majority of 4,000 seats at the last election. Well, this Labour candidate, a former Labour councillor, or current I can't remember, back in 2014 on Remembrance Day, asked her supporters to wear white poppies for peace. Now, I should say, I don't take any offence with anyone wearing a white poppy. Typically, it is associated with a level of pacifism, which there is nothing wrong with, and no one should really be wasting their time taking offence to. To accompany this, she included a message from the words of Harry Patch, who was the last surviving soldier of the First World War. In this quote, he said, "Politicians who took us to war should have been given the guns and told to settle their differences themselves, instead of organising nothing better than legalised mass murder. Many people argue that the First World War was the most pointless world war, the most pointless war, the most pointless fight, the most pointless argument, and there is a lot of credibility to those arguments because of the nature of what World War I was." Because of this tweet, the Conservative Party pounced on it and accused her of endorsing that particular comment of legalised mass murder by saying that when she had tweeted it, she was saying those that wore the red poppy were endorsing legalised mass murder. This isn't entirely the case. Now, it should be acknowledged that her tweet was not bad. There was nothing really wrong with it. She is somebody that is a member of the British Legion. She is somebody that wears both a red and a white poppy every year. I would argue that is a very respectful person, but I also understand why the Conservatives did it, because it is a marginal seat, and she is a threat. Corbyn has thrown his support behind her, believing she has a bright future as a Labour MP, and the Conservatives need to do more to protect their seats. So how best are they going to do that? By constructing, nay, fabricating, something that is a bit of a lie, which has forced the unpronounceable named Labour candidate to issue an apology and also explain that when she did the tweet, she did in fact delete it. As far as I am concerned, for the sake of context, there is nothing wrong with what she said. She is well entitled to have her opinion. However, she must have known this was going to come back eventually. It was going to bite her, like anyone else's Twitter has done. If the Me Too movement has taught us anything, it's that your past, your tweets, oh dear God, are going to bite you harder than anything else could, and potentially sabotage because of your own opinions. So when one is pursuing a career in high office or politics in general, the general consensus should be, now that we have so much scrutiny under social media, to play politics with everything you tweet. Everything. Because the only way you're going to succeed is to play much like any other way of life where you want to get to the top. You must play the game. With this, I'm very much intrigued to know what you all think. because I don't think the unpronounceable Labour candidate did anything wrong, but it could harm her. Now, there was a Green candidate who was also going to contest the seat, but he has since resigned and thrown his weight behind the unpronounceable named Labour candidate, because he does not support the Green Party's position of uniting with the Liberal Democrats to form a Remain alliance, something which has irked a lot of people. I don't know why they only have between them 21 seats out of a possible 650. So please let me know what you think down below. I am quite interested. I will link articles on this so you can get the full context yourself. Hopefully you come to the same conclusion as I do, but I'm open to a differing opinion, especially when it comes to World War I. It is highly contestable, debatable, but to me, from my own experience of history, it was the most pointless of wars. Although now that I've said that, I can be almost certain someone's going to appear in my comments and go, "All wars are utterly useless and worthless and pointless, you fuck." Thank you for that. I really appreciate it.